Let's get it. I got my charts here for you guys. All right, so we're going to be talking about how can you find support and resistance, right? So I'm just going to show you guys real quick. I'm in an hourly time frame. We're still on GBP JPY. Now, when you're looking for support and resistance, you want to find anywhere in the markets that the market has stopped before. Like, let's just mark up an area right here. All right. We're going to look for support first. We're going to find the floor of the market. Support is the floor. We're looking for the market to come down, stop at this area, and walk on it a little bit. All right. And then shoot back up. Or it could break through. It could dig a hole and break down under the floor, right? It just depends on how the market is feeling, buy or sell. So we're going to find support by seeing where the market has stopped before. Now let's look at the overall market. Let's see. Okay, right now we're in a bearish market because the market is going down. And as you can see, the two moving averages, this red line and this blue line, this red line and this blue line right here has crossed over. The red line is now on top of the blue line. So that shows that we are in a bearish market. So we're going to find support by drawing a line wherever the market came to and then stopped. All right. So let's go back a little bit. And the market was going up a little bit over here, right? Consolidates right here, okay? Comes down. Now there are a lot of different support and resistances in all of these areas right here, but the main one that I'm looking for right now that I see the most reaction to is this one right here. We're gonna mark that up as support. The market is walking on this floor, so that is support, right? Now, I'm going to tell you guys how you would trade support. Now, you never trade support alone. You always trade support or resistance with confluences of moving averages or candlestick patterns or any type of confluence. It could be fundamentals. It could be whatever. But right now, we're just going to look straight at pure support on the naked charts, nothing else but the moving average crossovers, all right, and candlesticks themselves. This is naked trading at its best, right? This is pure naked trading. Other than the moving averages, I guess you could call those the underwear, right? We can take those off. It's like, nah, but anyways, the market has dropped below this support area. So now this support area has become resistance. Resistance is the ceiling of the market. Resistance will always be above the market and support will always be below it, right? So the market dropped below this area and came back up and continued down. How we would trade this, because I know nobody likes to miss moves, but it's going to happen. You just got to suck it up and take that. But how we would be able to trade this is, okay, we see bullish momentum coming up. The market is going up through these candles right here, as you can see. Personally, I probably wouldn't take this trade. Maybe I would, depends on how I'm feeling. If there's news out or how the candles start moving, but we're just gonna say we wanna take this trade based off support and resistance alone. You can draw another resistance line right up here, okay? The market came back up here to the top of this and didn't break through it and drop back down immediately, instantly. So guess what? And if we go to a lower time frame, we could even see this better, right? We go to a lower time frame. Look at this. Beautiful. The market. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Look. It came up above it, made support on top of it, and dropped straight through to the bottom. doesn't get any clearer than that. It doesn't get any clearer than that. If I wanted to take my entry, I can take my entry right here. Watch this. Wrong tool. Short position. Okay. Boom. I see the markets break this support and turn it into resistance. I'm sorry, I put that in the wrong spot. I see the market break this area and turn it into resistance, right? After coming in here and consolidating, I take my trade because I see the market doesn't want to break up above. It doesn't want to break up above at all. So I could even take a trade right here. And apparently I did because there's already one there from back in the past, but that's from October this year. Little sell trade. But anyway, I would take that trade because it didn't want to break above resistance. Simple as that. It couldn't break above resistance. I would wait to see any bearish movement coming down as it's starting to consolidate right here in this area. Okay. And normally the way I would do it is I would draw a counter trend line or a trend line in whichever direction. It's bullish movement. So I'm looking at a rejection on the resistance. Therefore, I would draw a trend line, just a regular trend line in the direction of the trend. And if it breaks this, I'm just going to draw it to show you. I'm just going to show you. Now, if it breaks this, I can enter right there. I have two confluences. It rejected off of resistance and it broke through the trend line, which means it's not able to go any further. It's dropping. We get in right here. We get in right there after this bearish candle right here. This bearish candle, we see that coming down. Stops are right above the last resistance that was next to us in a sale. So if we're selling, we want our stop loss to be right above where we enter the market. If we're buying, it'll be flipped upside down. It'll be vice versa. But right now we're looking for sales. I'll show you buys in a couple seconds. All right. So the market drop, take profit, hit, and you can do it again. You can do the same exact thing again right here, selling it down. All right. And that's how you find support in a bearish market. Now we're going to look at a bullish market and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back with the bullish movements on the charts. Let's get it. Okay, so now we're going to find resistance in a bullish market. Let's go. Okay, so the market is going up. We see a whole bunch of blue candles. Not too much red going on. A little dropperage right here. Just a little bit of dropping right here. Won't even worry about that. Let's find resistance. All right. There's a lot of resistance levels I see right here. So we're going to start off with this one right here. I like this. Okay, so I chose this as resistance because the market came up, started to slow down right before it hit this level, hit it, and then reversed back. It reversed back fully after it hit that level. So that's why I chose this point out of these other two. I chose this one because I seen the most bearish momentum in an uptrend coming from this point. So If I were to try to trade this right here, I would be looking for a break or just a rejection, right? If I'm trying to catch sales or a reversal in the uptrend, I would look for rejections from this resistance point. But if I'm looking for buys in the uptrend, showing big bullish movement and barely any selling pressure coming in yet, then I would look for a break of this resistance line, okay? So I'm gonna show you that right here. We're in a 15-minute time frame right now, just to make it more clear. I'm a scalper, so I love the 5-minute time frame. You might not, but let's get back to it. Where were we at? Okay, we were right here. Let me draw something right here just so I don't lose it. Okay, so we are good. The way we would trade this is we would wait for it to break this, right? Some people would enter as soon as it breaks. That's kind of risky because you never know. It might just, if you're entering it as it's breaking the resistance, it might just reverse back on you and make a wick in the down direction and take you right out, and you'll lose some money on a trade. So what you can do is to kind of stop this. It won't guarantee you wins, but it will give you higher percentage trades. So I would say after it goes through resistance, you will wait for a retest for it to come right back down to that resistance and show any wick rejections or a bullish candlestick and get in. You see bullish movement? I see wick rejections right here and a bullish candlestick. So I will enter. So I'm putting my entry right here. Let's see. And this is purely off knowing that the market is an uptrend and that it broke through resistance and turned that resistance into a support. All right. So we would take the trade right here, taking a long position right at the top of this candle because we see that it's going up. Stop loss right under that last candle, but that was right before the market broke that resistance. All right. And we're looking for a 1 or 2 trade. We don't need to get greedy. We could go for a 1 or 3 if you want. I go for 1 or 2s. 1 or 3 is when I really see the trade is about to pop off. But normally I'm looking for 1 or 2s flat, you know. So yeah, it goes straight up. Take profit here. It didn't even try to go back down to the stop loss at all. All right. Let's find one more of these and we can call it a wrap. There's a lot of resistance. I keep saying you'll see resistance and support all over the place once you get comfortable with knowing what it is and where to find it. But right now, we'll put it right here. I see the market dropped below this level right here. Dropped right below it. And then came back to it and retested it. That is pure support turned into resistance. The market was above it. It dropped right through it, came back, retested it, and dropped again. It respected that resistance after it turned into resistance, okay? So the way we would trade this is we would get in off what you would call a pullback. And a pullback is exactly what it sounds like. The market pulled back to this resistance and dropped. So you will wait for the market to do this, right? Or whatever it does. And you will wait to see if it wants to go up from that resistance or if it wants to break through. If it wants to break through, you can take the trade straight 1 or 2 or 1 or 3 or whatever and try to catch it going straight down, but normally it's going to come back and put you in some drawdown that you're not going to be comfortable with. So I would recommend you just wait for the market to retest. It'll come back up, retest that resistance, and then drop again. I would take my entries off of the retest. I kind of like I rush it sometimes, so I'm going to say I just took the entry off of the first pullback, not the second one right here, but the first pullback right here. All right. I'm looking for a sale because the market is below the trend line or the support line. Boom, sell right there. Stop loss right above it. However much you want to risk, you risk however much. That's on you. In this trade, I'd probably take a 1 to 3 just because this wick right here. I'll never reach for all the way to the bottom of the wick, but I will reach inside of it. So I'll put my take profit right there and call it a day. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how you find support and resistance in the market. I showed you how to trade them, okay? So sink that information in, rewatch this video if you have to. It will help you a lot in the future. It'll help you a lot now if you put it all to use. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.